Craigslist.com. The latest revolution in Internet searching. When it comes to research on the Internet, there is no doubt that the most popular search engine is Google. We all use Google on a daily basis, whether it's to look up someone, find the best restaurant in town, or find driving directions. But one problem with Google is that you have to narrow your search to find what you're specifically looking for. For example, you would need to enter the city and search criteria of the topic you're researching. Not only can this be frustrating, but it can be a waste of valuable time and energy. Thus, the birth of Craigslist. Craigslist is a new revolution that provides nearly everything you would want to know about a specific area. Created by Craig Newmark in 1995, Craigslist.com was originally developed to serve the San Francisco Bay Area. By the year 2000 it had spread to 4 cities, and by 2006 it covered over 450 cities, domestic and foreign. If you've never heard of Craigslist before, then you have yet to discover the world of information available at your fingertips. Once you try it out, you will probably never go back to any other search engine on the Internet. It is very easy to get started on Craigslist and can be used by anyone of any computer skill level. Not only is it an amazing search engine, but it's a very useful way of connecting to the people and services of your area as well as many other locations of the world. Craigslist offers valuable information on nearly every major city in the United States. If you're looking for information outside the country, Craigslist has you covered. You can find the same great information on over 100 foreign countries and cities. You will discover a wide range of topics, including anything from vehicles for sale in your area to the latest real estate listings, as well as local job vacancies and discussion forums. Craigslist provides a place to meet for several different professions, such as politicians, healthcare workers, and stay-at-home moms. You can also find discussion groups for singles, religion, and even 1099 and other tax-related issues. Chances are if you're looking for a discussion group on a topic you can't find anywhere else, you can find it on Craigslist. Craigslist is a resourceful outlet for anyone relocating to a new area or just to find a specific item for sale or topic to discuss. Craigslist is totally free to use and requires no registration. In fact, Craigslist CEO Jim Buckmaster issued a statement that the site has little interest in earning a profit, but that their main objective is to help the users find the information they are looking for. To explore the endless possibilities, simply visit www.craigslist.com and click on the city and state of interest. You can even post your own information at no charge. With all of the things you can accomplish by using Craigslist, you will find every minute spent on this site to be useful and beneficial. Atlanta Sports? Check out Craigslist Atlanta first. The capital and most populous city in Georgia, Atlanta is noted for its recent rapid growth. It is at the center of the 9th largest metropolitan area in the United States and has experienced the 4th largest population gain among the United States cities over the last decade. As a southern United States city, Atlanta is steeped in rich history and culture. More recently, it is recognized as part of the New South, along with cities like Dallas and Miami which are moving toward a more global role in the world community. One of the popular draws of Atlanta is its multiple sports teams. Atlanta is home to Major League Baseball's Braves, the National Basketball Association's Hawks, the National Football League's Falcons, and the National Hockey League's Thrashers. The city is also home to teams in several less prominent sports, including the recently popular Arena Football League, represented in Atlanta by the Georgia Force. For those wishing to attend a live event, a great place to look for tickets is Craigslist. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories. One of these major categories is the For Sale section, where users can post ads to sell items in any of about 30 subcategories, auto parts to video and photo equipment. There are also areas to post items that you are looking for in the wanted section or to propose trades and swaps in the barter section. Also included is a section for people to sell tickets to events and shows, such as concerts and sporting events. With so many sports teams based in Atlanta, there are always tickets available on Craigslist. Sure enough, browsing Craigslist Atlanta http atlanta.craigslist.org yields plenty of ads hawking Atlanta Braves tickets. This article was written in May, during baseball season, but outside of NFL and NBA regular seasons. Tickets can be found for a variety of prices, seats and dates. Some people want to get rid of their VIP dugout seats the same night, and others are selling $30 for a game next weekend. One can also find arena football tickets available. The real treasure trove, though, is the abundance of concert and event tickets available. Atlanta has great venues, and plenty of great acts make stops there while on tour. These acts include Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake and Cirque du Soleil, all of which you can find tickets for on Craigslist Atlanta. If you do get the chance to visit Atlanta, you will find a bustling, booming, growing city undergoing rapid development. You will see that it is a city with a deep history and rich with cultural diversity, while also being a progressive New South city. While you're there, be sure to check out one of their exciting sports teams or a concert. It ought to be easy to find tickets on Craigslist. Job hunting in Baltimore? Hunt through Craigslist first. Job hunting can be a daunting task. You have to search through what seems like endless listings, fire off resumes in ridiculous quantities, and if you're lucky dress up for uncomfortable interviews in which you try to sell yourself to a potential employer. The agony of the whole process can be amplified if it is necessitated by a move to a new city. If you are fortunate enough to be moving to a city like Baltimore, however, you will find it advantageous to know that Craigslist is on your side. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even romantic encounters. A unique and novel idea at the time, it initially began as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. On Craigslist, getting started looking for a job is simple. First, simply visit http://baltimore.craigslist.org. Next, check out the plethora of categories in the Jobs column, everything from accounting and finance to writing and editing and beyond. Whether you are looking for work as a corporate accountant, short order cook, or software engineer, you can find postings here. You may also notice a job category labeled etc., where jobs that are less traditional or that don't readily fit into the other categories are often posted. Some of the jobs in the etc. category include at-home internet-based work, such as reading email advertising. Other jobs listed here include delivery drivers, cleaning services, and campaign activists. There is even a category specifically for part-time jobs, directed at those not looking for a full-time gig. And speaking of gigs, that's another section on Craigslist Baltimore. Located job below the Jobs column, the Gigs section offers postings looking for people to help with one-time jobs in a variety of fields, such as creative, talent, writing and labor. Here you can find a variety of quick jobs of all types. You can get paid to help someone move next Saturday, or submit a short story for publication in a magazine. Freelancers, this is a section for you. The final Craigslist section of interest to the job hunter is the resume section. Remember having to send off all those resumes during your last job hunt? Well, on Craigslist Baltimore, job seekers can post their resumes for browsing by potential employers. This allows you to market your own skills, and have potential employers come to you. No need to send out dozens of resumes and wonder which people are actually interested, just post one and wait for the offers to come in. Finding a job is not often easy. When embarking on the journey toward new employment, it is important to use every advantage at your disposal to make the entire procedure as painless as possible. One of these tools is Craigslist, and it can be used to your advantage in cities such as Baltimore. How to find love in Boston with Craigslist. One of the oldest major cities in the United States, Boston is home to both the first public school and first college Harvard in the country. It is a city with great historical and educational, as well as cultural, significance. All the various educational institutions make Boston a mecca of higher education, and the associated university hospitals make it a mecca of health care. Being home to so many institutions of higher learning means Boston is also home to many young people, a lot of whom are single and looking for companionship. If you are among this group, a good place to connect with potential companions is Craigslist. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even free stuff. A unique and novel idea at the time, it initially began as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. To begin your quest for romance, first navigate your way to Boston Craigslist http boston.craigslist.org, then locate the Personal section. This section is divided into several boards, each aimed at helping users with different tastes and preferences. There are the usual women seeking men and men seeking women boards, but also men seeking men and women seeking women boards aimed at the LGBT community. If you're looking for something with less commitment involved, you may want to check out the Casual Encounters board. There are even boards for strictly platonic relationships and the Missed Connections board, where you can post an ad looking for that possible special someone that you passed on meeting. Before beginning to browse for Mr. or Miss Right, there are a few rules to be followed. First, you must be at least 18. Second, you must be willing to view adult content, as this may be included in Craigslist Personals. Third, you must agree to inform CL staff called flagging of any listings which are illegal or violate the Craigslist terms of use. Lastly, by viewing personal ads, you release Craigslist from any potential liability. Upon entering a Personals forum, you will notice a warning at the bottom of the page about safe sex practices. There are a few links to available online resources, which may be useful to check out before getting too involved in the quest for romantic conquest. Keeping these rules and cautions in mind, it is simple to search through the forums to find your special someone. No matter who or what you're looking for in a relationship, there is a forum aimed at you on Boston Craigslist. With Craigslist, you can browse for exactly what you're looking for and make direct contact with a poster, all from your personal computer. Looking for activities in Boston? Check out Craigslist. Perhaps you have just moved to beautiful Boston and you are looking to find something of interest, like joining a club or organization. Or maybe you are trying to find the best concerts, fairs, or meet others that work in your profession. While it can be stressful trying to accomplish these goals, Craigslist Boston makes it simple. Craigslist is an amazing revolution in internet search and connections. Gone are the days where we relied on Google to tell us where everything is. Now there is Craigslist, which covers over 450 cities and countries, foreign and domestic. This incredible website was started in 1995 and has since grown to be the 8th most popular website on the World Wide Web. And the best part about it is that it is so simple to use, even those with minimal computer skills can easily access the database of Craigslist. Simply visit www.craigslist.org and select Boston as your city. That's it, and you have a world of information available at your fingertips. Craigslist Boston lists an impressive amount of classifieds to find activities in various organizations. No matter what your interest, you will most likely find a group or organization that shares the exact same passion. If you like to cook, there are advertisements to join cooking classes for culinary creations from France and Italy. If you are a mother, then Boston has several Mother's Day Out programs listed to suit your schedule. There are even groups advertised that meet to learn the German language and culture, all available for free on Craigslist Boston. If you are a professional on a business trip to Boston, then consider looking at Craigslist to meet other professionals in your field. Not only will you make the most of your business experience in Boston, but you will also be given the opportunity to network and build professional relationships. You also have the option of viewing several current job openings in Boston if you would like to relocate and find work in the area. Craigslist Boston also advertises opportunities to join sports teams and people who are looking for partners to help them get fit. You can even join a walking group that meets 3 times a week. What a great way to make new friends in such a big city. Craigslist Boston also offers opportunities to get involved in the community and make a difference. In fact, Boston is a city known to reach out and offer help to those less fortunate, and Craigslist proudly advertises these opportunities free of charge. There are several advertisements to help and lend a hand to those in need, such as the Meals on Wheels programs, Habitat for Humanity gatherings, and chances to meet and visit with the elderly in local nursing homes. Nothing can be more gratifying than helping your neighbors in need. Finally, you can be rest assured that Craigslist Boston is 100% safe to use. Craigslist encourages you to report suspected illegal activity and regularly teams up with local law enforcement to ensure the site remains safe for everyone. There's no reason not to visit Craigslist Boston today and immediately start connecting with fellow Bostonians. How to find bargains in Chicago using Craigslist. It seems like everything is so expensive these days. The purchasing power of the dollar continues to fall, both internationally and in the United States. One of the biggest economic strains in this country stems from rising gas prices. This not only forces people to pay more at the pump, but also drives up shipping and freight costs, resulting in higher prices on goods across the country. These effects are magnified in cities, where prices are already higher than in more rural areas. In Chicago, for example, gas prices have topped $3 a gallon in places. Fortunately, there are ways to stretch your dollar farther and combat high prices in Chicago. Conserve energy at home, walk or use the L train to save on gas, and search Craigslist for great bargains. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories. Chicago Craigslist http chicago.craigslist.org is a great resource for bargain hunting throughout the Windy City. In the For Sale section, you can make contact with people looking to sell their stuff. The section is broken up into smaller categories to make it easy to find what you're looking for. Need a deal on a laptop? Check out the computer board. Looking for some rims for that new ride? Cruise to the auto parts board. You can even find small household items, and if you're really fortunate, you might stumble upon exactly what you're looking for in the free category. Sometimes people post coupons they don't need in this category, so it pays to check it out every so often just to see if you can get a discount on something you buy frequently. There are a few caveats about this particular mode of frugality. First, if you have issues about buying used goods, you may want to shy away from buying from Craigslist posters. Most things being sold on CL tend to be items people either don't want or no longer use, so if you are strictly into brand new, steer clear. If you don't mind the gently used toaster, though, CL is perfect for you. Second, be sure to note how you are supposed to actually take possession of your purchase. Some buyers will deliver, some will ship, and some require you to make a pickup. Work this out beforehand. A third warning applies to purchases in general, not just on CL. Caveat emptor. Enough said. In short, Craigslist is the frugal shopper's dream. Buying used goods directly saves on overhead costs, which is great for you, the buyer. In expensive cities like Chicago, saving a few bucks on Craigslist can make all the difference in the world. Need something to do in Dallas? You need Craigslist. Hailed as one of major cities of the New South, Dallas is at the heart of a booming metropolitan area which ranks as the fourth largest in the country. This fact is made all the more impressive by the fact that, unlike many other major cities, Dallas is landlocked and lacks a navigable route to the sea. It has managed to flourish in spite of this because of its prominent role in the oil industry, as well as its position along major railroad networks. Many may not be aware that Dallas is such a bustling metropolis, and may therefore miss out on all the great things to do in the Big D. Not to fear, however, because Craigslist Dallas is around to provide assistance to all who seek activities and events in the greater Dallas area. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even romantic encounters. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. If you are in Dallas and faced with impending boredom, a good first step towards staving it off is to head to Craigslist Dallas http://dallas.craigslist.org and begin browsing the community section. In particular, you may want to start in either the Activities or Events board. The Activities board typically contains smaller, more individual or pair activities. For instance, you can find someone looking for someone to play racquetball with, or someone posting to find pool players for a league. The Events board tends to involve larger, scheduled things, such as clothing swaps, food and wine parties, and grand openings. Perhaps you would like to learn a new skill while you keep yourself busy. For that, there is the Classes board. Here you can find about myriad types of classes being offered in Dallas, from cooking to horseback riding to lap dance lessons. No matter which method seems most appealing to you, they are all great ways to do something entertaining while meeting great new people around Dallas. There are numerous other offerings within the community section of Craigslist Dallas. There are boards dedicated to advertising group meetings, assembling carpools, finding child care, and even a section to help reunite lost items and pets with their owners. Each of these is worth a look, if for no other reason than to teach you some more about the great city of Dallas and the people and happenings within it. Next time you find yourself staring at another impending weekend with nothing on your schedule, see if you can't find a yoga class or charity garage sale in your neighborhood. It's easy and free with Craigslist Dallas. On the hunt for bargains in DC? Craigslist is the answer. Let's face it, prices are high lately, and it doesn't seem like they're going down. The purchasing power of the dollar continues to fall, both internationally and in the United States. One of the biggest economic strains in this country stems from rising gas prices. This not only forces people to pay more at the pump, but also drives up shipping and freight costs, resulting in higher prices on goods across the country. These effects are amplified in major cities. Fortunately, there are ways to stretch your dollar farther and combat high prices in cities such as Washington, D.C. Conserve energy at home, walk or use public transportation to save on gas, and search Craigslist for great bargains. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site targeting audiences in each of 450 cities, the United States and Canadian provinces. Advertising on Craigslist is free in nearly all forums, and all forums are organized into categories for ease of navigation. DC Craigslist http://washingtondc.craigslist.org is a great resource for bargain hunting throughout our nation's capital. In the For Sale section, you can make contact with people looking to sell their stuff. The section is broken up into smaller categories to make it easy to find what you're looking for. Looking for a deal on an XBOX? Check out the electronics forum. Want some rims for that new ride? Cruise to the auto parts board. It's not just major items that are available, either. You can find toasters and other small appliances, old movies and music, and if you're really fortunate, you might stumble upon exactly what you're looking for in the free category. Sometimes people post coupons they don't need in this category, so it pays to check it out every so often just to see if you can get a discount on something you buy frequently. There are a few caveats about this particular mode of frugality. First, if you have issues about buying used goods, you may want to shy away from buying from Craigslist posters. Most things being sold on CL tend to be items people either don't want or no longer use, so if you are strictly into brand new, steer clear. If you don't mind a gently used toaster, though, CL is perfect for you. Second, be sure to note how you are supposed to actually take possession of your purchase. Some buyers will deliver, some will ship, and some require you to make a pickup. Work this out beforehand. A third warning applies to purchases in general, not just on CL. Buyer beware. Always inspect items and ask questions before buying, especially when making a major purchase. Craigslist is the frugal shopper's dream. Buying used goods directly saves on overhead costs, which is great for you, the buyer. In expensive cities like DC, saving a few bucks on Craigslist can make all the difference in the world. Looking for a job in Denver? Look on Craigslist. Nicknamed the Mile High City, Denver is the capital and most populous city in Colorado. It is known for its elevation above sea level, as it is located only about 15 miles from the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. This location contributes largely to the Denver economy. Being the largest city for 600 miles and being positioned approximately halfway between the West Coast and the major Midwestern cities of Chicago, Detroit and Cleveland, Denver is a logical stop for transport and storage of goods. The nearby Rocky Mountains provide rich mining resources. This rich and varied economic climate combines with the natural beauty of the surrounding environment to make Denver a great place to live. For those looking to make a move there, one of the first necessary steps is to land a job, and good place to begin the search is on Craigslist. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories. On Craigslist, getting started looking for a job is simple. First, simply visit http://denver.craigslist.org. Next, check out the myriad categories in the Jobs column, everything from accounting and finance to writing and editing and beyond. Whether you are looking for work as a corporate accountant, short order cook, or software engineer, you can find postings here. You may also notice a job category labeled etc., where jobs that are less traditional or that don't readily fit into the other categories are often posted. Some of the jobs in the etc. category include at-home internet-based work, such as reading email advertising. Other jobs listed here include delivery drivers, cleaning services, and campaign activists. There is even a category specifically for part-time jobs, directed at those not looking for a full-time gig. And speaking of gigs, that's another section on Craigslist. Located job below the Jobs column, the Gigs section offers postings looking for people to help with one-time jobs in a variety of fields, such as creative, talent, writing and labor. Here you can find a variety of quick jobs of all types. You can get paid to help someone move next Saturday, or submit a short story for publication in a magazine. Freelancers, This is a section for you. The final Craigslist section of interest to the job hunter is the resume section. Here, job seekers can post their resumes for browsing by potential employers. This allows you to market your own skills and have potential employers come to you. No need to send out dozens of resumes and wonder which people are actually interested. Just post one and wait for the offers to come in. The geography of Denver not only makes for beautiful surroundings, but also an opportunistically bustling economy. By using Craigslist before your move to Denver, you can take advantage of both. Enjoy Houston sports? Use Houston Craigslist to find tickets. Most people can name the 3 largest cities in the United States after thinking for about 2.5 seconds. You probably just did it as you were reading that sentence. Automatically, in your head, you rattled off New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, before you even got to the period. But can you name large city number 4? It's not Boston, Philadelphia or Miami. It's Houston, and it's got a lot going on. One of the popular draws of Houston is its multiple sports teams, especially the National Basketball Association's Rockets, considered a major title contender in the 2007 season. In addition, Houston is home to Major League Baseball's Astros, the National Football League's Texans, and the Comets of the Women's National Basketball Association. For those wishing to see one of these great teams live, a great place to look for tickets is Craigslist Houston. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even romantic encounters. A unique and novel idea at the time, it initially began as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. One of these major categories is the For Sale section, where users can post ads to sell items in any of about 30 subcategories, auto parts to video and photo equipment. There are also areas to post items that you are looking for in the Wanted section or to propose trades and swaps in the Barter section. Also included is a section for people to sell tickets to events and shows, such as concerts and sporting events. With so many sports teams based in Houston, there are always tickets available on Craigslist. Sure enough, browsing Craigslist Houston http houston.craigslist.org yields plenty of ads hawking tickets, particularly those for the Rockets sold-out playoff games. These particular tickets will cost a pretty penny, but for the avid basketball fan, it's worth it to be able to see a championship contender play a playoff game in a sold-out arena. Astros tickets can be found for a variety of prices, seats and dates. Some people want to get rid of their field level the same night, and others are looking to get rid of their $30 seats for a game next weekend. Believe it or not, Houston is also known for its performing arts. It boasts professional companies in each of the major performing arts disciplines: theater, music, opera and ballet. For those more enchanted by arsenic and old lace than jump shots and double plays, Houston Craigslist is still a good place to hunt for tickets. Now that you realize how large and busy the city of Houston really is, maybe you ought to plan a trip there. While you're in town, be sure to check out one of their great sports teams, especially now that you know all about how to find tickets on Craigslist Houston. Job searchers in Atlanta, post your resume on Craigslist. It's no doubt that today's job market is tough. You could be the most experienced professional in your line of work and hold 3 degrees, but after sending out 50 resumes to 50 different companies, you haven't even gotten so much as a bite on a potential lead. It has nothing to do with your lack of qualifications. It's just the way the job market is. Employers all around the country are now going by the "it's not what you know, but who you know" approach to hiring candidates. Atlanta, Georgia employers are no different. There are several job search websites out there and that allow you to post your resume and apply for jobs for free. The problem is, These websites are overpopulated and used by nearly everyone seeking a job. There is one website that allows you to do these exact same things, but the difference is that a lot of people still haven't heard of Craigslist. Craigslist Atlanta is a revolutionary tool that can help speed up your job search, and it is just as popular with employers as the others. Craigslist is a website that was developed in 1995 as a research tool for the residents of San Francisco Bay. The site contains everything from items for sale to discussion forums to the latest job postings in your local area. It has expanded into the 8th most popular website and serves as one of Atlanta's primary sources for job research. In fact, you can research the statistics and see for yourself the success rate of those who utilized Craigslist Atlanta to find their dream job. To post your resume on Craigslist Atlanta, simply log on to www.craigslist.org and select Atlanta as your city. Once there, you will see a link at the bottom titled Resumes. Click that link and look at other resumes in comparison to your own. This will help you make yours even better. But remember that before posting on Craigslist Atlanta, it is a good idea to run a spell check over your resume. You don't want employers looking at your resume and thinking you aren't even educated enough to correctly spell your resume. Craigslist Atlanta clearly explains how to easily upload your resume onto the site, and the best part is, it is free of charge and you can be rest assured that only Atlanta and local employers are viewing your credentials, not hundreds of others like the other job search websites. After you've posted your resume, take a look at the hundreds of job listings available on Craigslist Atlanta. No matter what your profession, you are sure to find jobs available in your area of interest. Craigslist Atlanta provides this service for free as well, and you can view and apply for as many listings as you wish. Keep in mind that many of Atlanta's top-notch employers only post on Craigslist Atlanta to find quality candidates. If you've tried other job search sites in the past without success, then try out Craigslist Atlanta today. Craigslist Los Angeles Discussion Forums. Los Angeles, California is known for many things. For starters, it's the location of higher education and home to many celebrities. It is the second largest city in the United States and the largest city in California. LA is also home to a wide variety of cultures, including those of Mexican and Latino descent. With LA being such a large city, it can often be difficult to connect with others in the area. This is true if you are a resident, a visitor, or simply looking to meet and chat with others in the area. A great place for online meeting and greeting is Craigslist LA. Craigslist provides its users with 72 different forums, ranging in topics from wine to crafts to history. These forums are open to anyone, regardless if you are from the LA area or just in the forum to meet others or gain information. If you enter the wine discussion forum of Craigslist LA, you will learn almost everything you ever wanted to know about wine. For example, there are discussions on where to find the best table wine, how to preserve a bottle of Shiraz, and how to find genuine German and Italian wines. There are even discussions on how certain red wines can you make ill and how to avoid it. Apparently, LA residents are also up on the latest movie reviews. Craigslist LA users discuss current movies in detail, not something you're likely to find by browsing Yahoo or Google. And what better place to learn about recent movies than by those who live in the film capital? You'll find discussions on Disturbia, a film which is advertised on television to be a scary or thriller-type movie. According to discussions on Craigslist LA, Disturbia turns out to be more of a drama movie. This discussion as well as many others related to current movies can be found at the click of your mouse by visiting Craigslist LA. Another great discussion forum on Craigslist LA is the Fitness Forum. Here, you will see residents discuss the best places to exercise in LA, as well as little tricks to maintain fitness and health. There are also several discussions on health supplements and vitamins, which provide very useful information from people who have experienced with them firsthand. Also, consider stopping by the Money Discussion Forum of Craigslist LA. You'll find discussions related to credit, how to make the most of your money, and how to avoid falling into a money or credit scam. The information is very helpful and easy to understand, as it comes from people who have been in those situations and share their advice with others. If you would like to join in these and the many other interesting discussions available on Craigslist LA, simply log on to www.craigslist.org and select LA as your city of interest. The site is free to use and it is easy to navigate. Even those with less than expert computer skills can easily find their way around Craigslist. Craigslist is your guide to Miami City. Along with Atlanta and Dallas, Miami is hailed as one of major cities of the New South, meaning that it is an expanding, progressive southern city with a growing global influence. One of the reasons for this is the vast cultural diversity which exists in Miami, due largely to foreign immigration into the city over the last several decades. This has contributed to building Miami's vivacious music and club scene, considered by many to be the liveliest in the country. If you're clueless about where to go and what to do in the Miami scene, look to Craigslist to lend a hand. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even romantic encounters. Formed in 1995 as a network for just the San Francisco Bay Area, Craigslist boasts over 450 sites worldwide as of 2006. Each site represents a different United States state, Canadian province, or global city. This huge growth in just over a decade was managed with a staff that never exceeded 24 people. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings are organized into various major categories and subsections for easy browsing and navigation. If you are in Miami and faced with impending boredom, a good first step towards staving it off is to head to Craigslist Miami http://miami.craigslist.org and begin browsing the community section. In particular, you may want to start in either the Activities or Events board. The Activities board typically contains smaller, more individual or pair activities. For instance, you can find someone looking for a swimming partner, or someone posting to find volleyball players to field a tournament team. The Events board is where you'll find some of the club happenings, among other things. Just a quick glance at the events calendar yields some apparently entertaining prospects such as a belly dance spectacular and a Bjork costume party. These are just the tip of the iceberg for events in Miami. Perhaps you are into something more low-key, or even would like to learn a new skill while you keep yourself busy. For that, there is the Classes board. Here you can find about myriad types of classes being offered in Miami, from salsa dancing to American Sign Language to voice training. No matter which method seems most appealing to you, they are all great ways to do something exciting and fun while meeting new people around South Florida. There are numerous other offerings within the community section of Craigslist Miami. There are boards dedicated to advertising group meetings, assembling carpools, finding child care, and even a section to help reunite lost items and pets with their owners. Each of these is worth a look, if for no other reason than to teach you some more about the great city of Miami and the people and happenings within it. The key to getting tickets in Music City? Craigslist Nashville. Nashville has such a large, diverse and predominant music scene that it has earned the nickname Music City. Country and jazz music are just two of the genres with deep roots in the Nashville area. These roots live on today and are very much a part of not only the Nashville music scene, but part of the national musical culture in America. A scene this massive can become overwhelming, especially when searching for tickets to some of the great shows that stop through Nashville. It is possible to navigate the musical calendar, however, especially when using Craigslist to your advantage. Founded in 1995 in the San Francisco Bay Area, Craigslist is a network of sites designed to connect people from various communities. By 2006, Craigslist had expanded beyond Northern California to over 450 the United States states, Canadian provinces and global cities. The network has grown to become one of the largest websites on the Internet, while employing no more than 24 employees throughout its history. Users can post on Craigslist in any of a number of forums, depending on the goal, perhaps promoting a garage sale, advertising an apartment for subletting, or looking to hire new personnel. All forums are organized within multiple categories and subsections for easy browsing and navigation. Craigslist Nashville http nashville.craigslist.org is no different. It has the same forum categories as other sites on the Craigslist network, including the vast for sale section. This section is further divided into several smaller subsections, like auto parts, electronics, and musical instruments. In Nashville, one of the more useful subsections is the Tickets forum, which contains listings for various event, concert, and sports tickets. A quick browse of the Tickets forum on Craigslist Nashville reveals tickets available for multiple concerts, including Lynyrd Skynyrd, John Legend, Tim McGraw and Justin Timberlake. There are seats available at all price ranges and seating locations. Even if you missed out at the box office, you still have an opportunity to get into one of these great shows. Plus, tickets to see the Tennessee Titans of the National Football League are also available from CL users. Use Craigslist to get in to see 2006 NFL Rookie of the Year Vince Young. The best part of the system is that it allows people to see shows that otherwise might have been inaccessible because they are sold out. By allowing ticket holders to advertise their sales and having interested parties to contact them directly, transactions are simple and quick. After all, concerts are about having fun, not just in Nashville, but everywhere. Craigslist Nashville allows you to enjoy the show without a lot of hassle about tickets. How to search for a companion in New Hampshire with Craigslist. Nicknamed the Granite State, New Hampshire has the distinction of holding the first presidential primary election every 4 years. A major tourist destination in New England, New Hampshire draws a crowd all year round. Travelers come to view the foliage in autumn, to ski in winter, and enjoy warm weather lakeside in both spring and summer. The people who reside there full-time, however, live in a state that is in the bottom 10 in the country in population, a fact which may make it difficult for New Hampshire residents to forge romantic connections. Fortunately, Craigslist is around to help. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network can be used to connect people for all kinds of activities, events, and pursuits, such as garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even free stuff. A textbook example of starting out small, it was initially in 1995 designed to serve only the San Francisco Bay Area. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities, the United States states and Canadian provinces. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. To begin your quest for romance, first navigate your way to Craigslist http://craigslist.org, then locate the Personal section. This section is divided into several boards, each aimed at helping users with different tastes and preferences. There are the usual Women Seeking Men and Men Seeking Women boards, but also Men Seeking Men and Women Seeking Women forums for those in the LGBT community. If for some reason you're trying to avoid commitment this time around, have a gander at the Casual Encounters board. There are even forums for those seeking strictly platonic relationships, plus the Missed Connections board, where you can post an ad looking for that possible special someone that you passed on meeting. Before beginning to browse for Mr. or Miss Right, there are a few rules to be followed. First, you must be at least 18. Second, you must be willing to view adult content, as this may be included in Craigslist Personals. Third, you must agree to inform CL staff called flagging of any listings which are illegal or violate the Craigslist terms of use. Lastly, by viewing personal ads, you release Craigslist from any potential liability. Upon entering a Personals forum, you will notice a warning at the bottom of the page about safe sex practices. There are a few links to available online resources, which may be useful to check out before getting too involved in the quest for romantic conquest. Keeping these rules and cautions in mind, it is simple to search through the forums to find your special someone. No matter who or what you're looking for in a relationship, there is a forum aimed at you on Craigslist NH. With Craigslist, You can browse for exactly what you're looking for and make direct contact with the potential companions, all right from the safety of home. Finding love in New York City is easy with Craigslist. It's no secret that New York City is a huge place. It can be quite intimidating to someone who has newly relocated to the area and doesn't know anyone. And these days, it's hard to trust meeting anyone over the internet. With so many horror stories swirling around the issue, it's difficult to fully trust the person you are talking with on your laptop. However, there is one website designed to safely meet others in the area, and unlike other dating websites, it requires no fee to use. Craigslist New York City is a revolutionary website that provides access to a wide range of amenities, everything from items for sale to finding love and friendships. Craigslist provides several different discussion groups designed to help you find that special someone in a safe and secure manner. You can choose from groups that strictly search for friends or groups that search for casual or serious dating. However, it is important to be advised that Craigslist New York City has set forth a few rules and regulations regarding the use of their dating discussion forums. Some examples of these are: 1. You must be at least 18 years of age. 2. You are aware that although you may be looking for just friendship, occasionally you may come across adult material. 3. You willingly report anything illegal on the Craigslist New York City dating forums. 4. You release Craigslist from any and all responsibility from your use of the site. Although these rules may seem punitive, it is important to understand the terms and conditions before engaging in any activity from the site. Once you agree to these conditions, you can browse hundreds of classifieds of singles and those looking for friendship in New York City. Before you decide to use this site as your primary source for online interaction, consider doing research on how many successful relationships have been formed by people using Craigslist. The research is out there and most of it is positive. Be aware that some of the classifieds on Craigslist New York City are quite repulsive, and if you are sensitive to vulgar language and material, it would be wise to skip these types of ads. If you are considering placing an ad on Craigslist New York City, please note that there are a few things to review prior to placing your ad. First and foremost, do a spell check. Lots of people review Craigslist, and if you're looking for relationships, you don't want to give them the impression that you failed out of grade school because you can't spell. Second, be completely honest. Don't post a picture of someone else and pass it off as you just to catch a few bites. Describe yourself as you really are and your hobbies. If you own 3 cats, be honest about it. If you spend your spare time collecting comic books, mention it. And remember, don't post a provocative picture if you are looking for sexual invitations. Be yourself and don't be afraid of it. In a big place like New York City, you are sure to find someone who won't find your interests to be strange. They probably have the exact same ones. How to find great real estate in Phoenix by using Craigslist. Phoenix, Arizona is a place of many wonders. It's the capital and most populated city of Arizona, and to this day, remains strong in its roots. Phoenix was once home to the Navajo Indians and still serves as home to many tribes. It's no doubt that the city is very hot and surrounded by desert land. However, Phoenix remains a very desirable place to live, and finding a good deal on real estate can be quite a task to someone who has no idea where to begin. While there are many websites designed to advertise real estate listings, they can be confusing to use, and oftentimes you'll find yourself having to give personal information before you can even view the listings, and then you find yourself unwillingly on the phone with realtors when all you want to do is just look. Luckily, there is a website in Phoenix where you can view all of the latest real estate listings without having to talk to a realtor. Craigslist Phoenix lists a full database of hundreds of listings, everything from homes ranging from the low $130s and up. For example, Craigslist Phoenix lists ranch-style homes, perfect for single families. You'll also find luxury homes as well as townhomes or condos. Most of the advertisements list their prices in the headlines, so you know exactly what will fit into your budget before you even have to read the full listing. In fact, There are also several real estate listings on Craigslist Phoenix that advertise foreclosed homes, which can turn out to be great deals if you know all the details of the home and sale. Most listings contain pictures so that you can see exactly what type of house you are viewing. You'll find that most homes listed on Craigslist Phoenix are one-story homes built along the desert, but pictures of the inside reveal a gorgeous and tranquil setting. Several of the listings on Craigslist Phoenix are for sale by owner, so you never have to worry about dealing with a company or pesky salesperson. Craigslist Phoenix also lists homes available on a lease purchase plan if upfront purchasing isn't feasible. Additionally, you can find wonderful apartments or vacation rental homes if you're looking to just explore the city. Currently, it is free to post an advertisement for real estate on Craigslist, but news reports indicate that this may change in the near future. Craigslist CEO Jim Buckmaster explains that charging a per-post fee will help eliminate scams and fraudulent posts to real estate seekers genuinely seeking property. However, it will still remain free to search the listings and does not require any type of information to be given. Although Craigslist was originally created in 1995 for San Francisco Bay, it is now a national and international online resource for searching real estate. Not only will you find amazing deals on real estate by using Craigslist, but you can also find several other items for sale along with job listings and discussion forums. Again, it is free to utilize the services of Craigslist Phoenix, and you will find the site is very easy to navigate. How to find a house for sale in Pittsburgh with Craigslist. After the demise of the United States steel industry, the city of Pittsburgh was forced to drastically alter its economic structure to survive. It has done so admirable, shifting into fields like healthcare and technology, especially robotics. Pittsburgh continues to grow in these and other sectors, even while the population continues a steady decline. This growth, combined with a low cost of living, make Pittsburgh an eminently livable city. So much so, in fact, that it has been among the top 20 in this category for over 2 decades and even earned the top ranking on the recent 2007 list. The growing economy and low cost make Pittsburgh a great city to move to, especially as so many others are moving away. This makes for a large city with low real estate prices and without the congestion and fast-paced lifestyle of more sprawling metropolitan areas. To find the best deals on homes for sale, a great place to include in the search is Craigslist Pittsburgh. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps connect people for things like garage sales, apartment subleases, job interviews, and even romantic encounters. A unique and novel idea at the time, it initially began as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. Whether you are moving to Pittsburgh and are in search of housing, or you already live there and just looking for change in scenery, the housing section of Craigslist Pittsburgh http://pittsburgh.craigslist.org is an invaluable resource. The Real Estate for Sale board is the place to start for those looking to buy a new home. While browsing the listings, you would do well to notice the search tool at the top of the page. This allows you to narrow down the listings based on price, keyword, or whether the listing includes images. This can be a big time saver, as it cuts down on having to manually weed through each listing title. One of the most useful features about Craigslist is that it not only allows posters to include pics in the listings, but will also provide a link to a map of the property's location based on the address. Simply click on the Google Map or Yahoo Map near the bottom of a listing, and you can instantly see where the property is located within the city. This is especially useful if you know a few things about the geography of Pittsburgh already and can identify certain desirable or undesirable surroundings. Pittsburgh is a great place to live, and with low real estate prices, a great place to own a home. Craigslist Pittsburgh makes the process of acquiring your home just that much easier. No poring over newspapers or real estate ads, just typing and clicking. How to find the best shopping in Portland, Oregon. visit Craigslist. If you've never been to Oregon, you should definitely plan to visit sometime in your life. Oregon is where tranquility and excitement meet to form an unforgettable vacation experience. It's absolutely beautiful, and the endless mountain and country views will take your breath away. Portland, Oregon, is also quite an experience all in itself. It's known as the City of Roses and home to the Trail Blazers basketball team. Needless to say, it's also home to wonderful shopping. While planning your trip to Portland, look into Craigslist to find the best details on local shopping from actual residents. Craigslist Portland has its own discussion forum to talk about shopping, and here you will learn where the best shopping is, what time the stores open, and you can even get an idea on how much you could expect to spend at a certain store. Not only will you find information related to specific stores in the area, but Craigslist Portland also provides information on collectibles and antiques. Although Craigslist was originally developed for San Francisco, it has expanded into over 450 cities nationwide as well as international cities. It all began in 1995, and today it ranks as the 8th most popular website. In the Craigslist Portland Shopping Discussion Forum, you will see discussions on a popular home decor store named Ikea. Ikea carries contemporary furniture and accessories, but it is known to be a bit more expensive than your typical home decor shops. Portland residents discuss their local Ikea store and talk about sales and specials you otherwise would not know about. Additionally, you can get advice and opinions on the latest home furnishings and styles you may be considering for your own home. Another store that is widely discussed among users on Craigslist Portland is CompUSA. Apparently, Portland shoppers at this store are required to consent to a bag search prior to entering the facility. One discussion states that it has become such a hassle to those who have shopped there many times before, and several customers have left CompUSA to shop at other local electronic stores such as Best Buy. Additionally, there are discussions on Craigslist Portland that talk about where to find quality diamonds in the city. There are several local jewelry stores mentioned, and it's been advised to not purchase fine jewelry from department stores, such as Macy's or Sears. Residents claim these stores carry diamonds that are not of good quality, explaining they are cloudy and dull. In addition to diamonds, residents discuss where to find souvenir jewelry, such as that made only at local stores found in Portland. To find out more about where to find bargains in and around Portland, visit Craigslist Portland today. It is a free website to use, and you can engage in several helpful conversations about the city and where to go, what to do, and even discuss where the best places to stay are. Not only is it free, but you will find the site very easy to use. Planning a trip to Portland has never been easier. Buying a house in Rhode Island is easy with Craigslist. Most Americans know that Rhode Island is the smallest state in the Union in terms of landmass. Fewer people know, however, that Rhode Island holds a few other distinctions. For instance, it was the first colony to declare independence from England, and it is the state with the longest name, as its official title is the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Trivia aside, however, Rhode Island is also a nice place to call home, especially for people who love the ocean. When shopping for a home in the area, one great resource to use is Craigslist. Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. The Craigslist network helps people connect to have garage sales, sublease an apartment, find a job, and even spark a new relationship. Initially, CL began as a resource for just the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities, the United States states and Canadian provinces. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings are placed in various sections, all organized into major categories for easy browsing and navigation. Whether you are moving to Rhode Island and are in search of housing, or you already live there and just looking for change in scenery, the housing section of Craigslist http://providence.craigslist.org is an invaluable resource. The Real Estate for Sale board is the place to start for those looking to buy a new home. While browsing the listings, you would do well to notice the search tool at the top of the page. This allows you to narrow down the listings based on price, keyword, or whether the listing includes images. This can be a big time saver, as it cuts down on having to manually weed through each listing title. One of the most useful features about Craigslist is that it not only allows posters to include pics in the listings, but will also provide a link to a map of the property's location based on the address. Simply click on the Google Map or Yahoo Map link near the bottom of a listing, and you can instantly see where the property is located within the state. This is especially useful if you know a few things about the geography of Rhode Island already and know certain locations you might want to be live near. Rhode Island's location makes it a great place to live. After all, it is close to two of the largest major metropolitan areas in the country, and nowhere in the state is more than a half-hour drive from the ocean. If you are a prospective home buyer in Rhode Island, Craigslist RI makes the process of acquiring your home just that much easier. No poring over newspapers or real estate ads, just typing and clicking. Looking for a job in Sacramento? Look into Craigslist. Located in beautiful Central Valley, Sacramento stands as the capital of California. With nearly 500,000 people occupying the area, Sacramento ranks as California's 7th most popular city. You'll find exceptional shopping, fine dining, abundant nightlife, and most importantly, amazing employment opportunities. But in such a large city, one probably wonders where to begin their search for the dream job in Sacramento. There's always newspaper classifieds, but those aren't always up to date. There's also websites such as Monster and Career Builder, but millions of people utilize those sites, therefore making the competition a lot stiffer. However, for a more personal approach to job searching, try out Craigslist Sacramento. Craigslist is a website designed for searching a wide range of topics, everything from items for sale to the latest job listings to discussion forums. The job postings on Craigslist Sacramento list something for nearly every profession. If you are skilled in administration and clerical work, Craigslist Sacramento has nearly 100 job listings for administrative professionals. You can choose from part-time or full-time, and there are even listings for virtual assistants to avoid the treacherous commute. Craigslist Sacramento lists several available positions for financial professionals, including very prestigious openings at banks and leading financial companies. If you are in the engineering field, you'll find many positions for architects, construction project managers, and civil engineers on Craigslist Sacramento. There are even positions listed for those not in a normal field, such as freelance writers, artists, and cosmetologists. Many of the job positions you'll find posted on Craigslist Sacramento are not posted elsewhere on the internet. This is because the people who post on Craigslist look for a certain type of candidate and aim for a more personal, one-on-one approach to finding the right fit for the job. Again, the competition for Craigslist postings as opposed to other job websites is not as difficult. Not everyone knows about Craigslist. Originally, Craigslist was developed as a local search website for the residents of the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. Needless to say, Craigslist has exploded into a major research database that covers hundreds of cities in the United States as well as several foreign countries. Thousands of employers utilize the services of Craigslist to post current job openings in search of that one candidate who will fit their profession perfectly. If you're in the Sacramento area and looking for employment, then look no further than Craigslist Sacramento. The site is totally free to use and you can even post an ad advertising your skills and profession. Since Craigslist currently ranks as the 8th most popular website, you can be rest assured that your information will be viewed by some very prestigious employers. Craigslist requires no registration and you can use it as often as you wish at no charge. In fact, consider joining a discussion group on Craigslist Sacramento as part of your job search. This will allow you to connect with others in the Sacramento area and serves as a great method of networking. Where to find bargains in San Diego? Search Craigslist. San Diego, California is a beautiful town located on the West Coast. It's the second largest city in California and is home to a 70-mile stretch of white sandy beaches. Whether you are visiting San Diego on business or vacation, or are considering relocation, One thing always remains an objective to those who explore the city: where to find the best bargains. California is known to be a bit more pricey area of the United States. You can expect to pay about $1.50 more per gallon of gas, which is why many people are dependent on the city's public transportation. Real estate is also much more expensive in order to keep up with the fair market value of California. However, finding a great deal in San Diego doesn't have to be a difficult task. The internet is your #1 tool for finding a good deal on everything from cars to furniture to area attractions. And your most resourceful website is by far Craigslist San Diego. Craigslist is a popular search website that provides boundless information on nearly every major city in the United States, as well as several foreign cities and countries. It was originally created in 1995 to serve the residents of the San Francisco Bay Area, but has since expanded into a major research and connection tool to thousands of locations. In addition to finding items for sale, you can also join several different discussion forums to connect with residents of San Diego. This can be particularly helpful if you don't know anyone in the city or want to find out exactly where to go and what to do. With Craigslist, you don't even need to visit San Diego to find amazing souvenirs from the area. Just one click of your mouse will provide you with a reliable database containing thousands of items for sale at a great price. For the more serious buyers, you can also find hundreds of real estate listings, vehicles, motorcycles, and collectibles for sale in San Diego by searching Craigslist. For example, a typical apartment in San Diego runs over $1,200 per month. On the east side of the United States, housing is about 10–15% cheaper. However, by searching Craigslist San Diego, you can find deals on apartments and rental homes along the beach. One actual listing on Craigslist San Diego advertises a beautiful 2-bedroom apartment for less than $1,000. You can even see pictures. Another listing on Craigslist San Diego has a nice jet boat for sale for $2,000. This listing is only available on Craigslist San Diego, like many other listings you can find. Or, if you already live in the San Diego area, you can post your own merchandise for sale free of charge. Craigslist San Diego is very easy to use and requires no registration or upfront fees. In fact, you will probably find Craigslist much easier to use and more specific than other popular search engines such as Google or Yahoo. So to scout out the best bargains, log on to Craigslist San Diego today. Craigslist Seattle. More than just a research tool. Seattle, Washington is a beautiful, well-populated city that lies along the northern west coast of the United States. Seattle is known for many things: famous coffee, the Space Needle, and some of the best professional fishing. It's a city of endless possibilities, and is great for adults and children alike. If you are considering visiting or relocating to Seattle, it can be quite daunting trying to figure out where to go, what to see, where to stay, and where to eat, among many other things. Craigslist takes the worry out of planning your trip or move with just one resourceful site. To make the most of your trip to Seattle, visit www.craigslist.org. So what exactly is Craigslist? Don't worry, if you've never heard of it before, you are not alone. It's still a pretty well-kept secret among research tools available on the internet, although it currently ranks 8th among the most popular websites. Craigslist provides a valuable database of nearly anything and everything you would want to know about Seattle. If you're planning a business trip or vacation, you will find information regarding the best hotels and their prices, restaurants to fit your taste and budget, and information on the various attractions available around Seattle. If you're relocating, you will find valuable information on available apartments, condos, and real estate for sale. You will also find listings on available jobs in the area and a wide variety of items for sale, including vehicles and furniture. Craigslist is also a wonderful location for finding various discussion groups and forums for people in Seattle. You can discuss topics such as job professions, community events, and general city information with other residents. It also stands to serve as much more than just a search website. In fact, Craigslist also regularly teams up with the Seattle Police Department to help eliminate crime in the city. In November 2006, the Seattle PD arrested over 120 people who attempted to engage in criminal activity, such as prostitution and drugs, thanks to Craigslist. Undercover police officers regularly pose as underage children to catch child predators and post ads for sexual solicitation to catch prostitutes. Craigslist Seattle is proud to support this effort to keep the city a safe place for everyone, including residents and visitors. Craigslist is a user-friendly website and is very simple to use. You don't need exceptional computer skills to competently use the site. To find information regarding Seattle, simply visit Craigslist.org and click on Seattle, Washington. You'll find an amazing database containing valuable information on Seattle. Craigslist Seattle is free to use and does not require a registration in order to access the information. You can also be rest assured that Craigslist is safe to use, as the company even provides a link on their site on how to avoid scams and fraud while using Craigslist. If you suspect illegal activity, Craigslist provides a link you can click to confidentially report any violations. Need a vacation home near Whistler? Try Craigslist Vancouver. Located in southwestern British Columbia, the port city of Vancouver is consistently rated among the world's most livable cities. Although traditionally a port town with an economy dependent on local resources, fishing, forestry, agriculture, etc., Vancouver has developed into more technical economic sectors. After New York and Los Angeles, Vancouver has the third largest film industry in North America and is also undergoing a major expansion in the field of video game design. This has led not only to it being a highly livable city, but also a rapidly expanding one. Adding to the economy of the region is the nearby resort town of Whistler, where the 2010 Winter Olympics are to be held. Whistler is famous the world over for its excellent downhill skiing. In fact, for the avid skier, it is a must-visit. And, when you are planning your ski trip, you must find good accommodations. For this, one great place to look is the Vancouver section of Craigslist. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories. One such category is housing, where users can browse apartments, available real estate, temporary housing or sublets, shared housing, parking, office space, and vacation housing. One can even post a housing wanted ad or arrange a housing swap. This can be a major resource for places like Vancouver, where people visit on vacation and need resort accommodations. A quick browse of this section reveals plenty of such accommodations for Whistler posted on Vancouver Craigslist http://vancouver.craigslist.org. Listings can be found for condos to sleep 4, 6, even 10 people. The rates tend to be reasonable and comparable to what one might pay for a hotel, but with additional amenities, such as kitchens, fireplaces and in-unit jacuzzi spas. Some ads are posted by condo owners looking to get some income out of their property, others are by commercial resort property managers. Some units are advertised to make them seem more homey. One, for instance, includes a stock kitchen with espresso machine, DVDs for playing on the included DVD player, and plenty of books and games. Either way, Craigslist enables you to communicate directly with the poster and arrange your stay. This is a sort of personal touch that is common in postings on Craigslist, making it preferable to traditional newspaper ads which cost money by the word, forcing posters to cut corners. If you ever get the chance to visit Vancouver, you will undoubtedly find a pleasant, expanding city full of history and natural beauty. If your plans included a skiing trip to nearby Whistler, be sure to check out Craigslist for vacation rentals before you go. It may just make your trip that much better. Need childcare in San Diego? You need San Diego Craigslist. A well-known comedian has joked that the easiest job in the United States is that as weatherman in San Diego, California. The joke is that since the weather is 72 degrees and sunny all the time, A meteorologist could get away with just saying every day that the weather is nice. There is more to the Southern California city, however, than just pleasant weather. With an estimated population of about 1.2 million, San Diego is the 8th largest city in the country and sits as the economic center of a major metropolitan area. Like many parts of California, the economy of San Diego is largely technology-based, especially in biotechnology and computer sciences. The mild climate and well-paying technology jobs, along with a crime rate that is among the lowest in the country and has been declining for over a decade, make San Diego a great place to live and raise a family. For those raising a family in the area and needing childcare, one useful resource to use in the search is San Diego Craigslist https://sandiego.craigslist.org. In case you are not familiar, Craigslist is a network of sites for communities throughout the United States and around the globe. Initially, it was founded as a resource for the San Francisco Bay Area in 1995. By 2006, there was a Craigslist site representing each of 450 cities worldwide. With a few exceptions, advertising on Craigslist is free, and postings can be placed in myriad sections, all organized into major categories. In the community section of Craigslist, one can find and post bulletins about local activities, news, and rideshare programs. In large cities, such as San Diego, boards like these can help make the community feel smaller by putting residents in touch with one another. For both the forgetful and the benevolent, the lost and found area can be quite useful, helping to reunite people and their possessions. And for the San Diego resident in need of childcare, this is the board to visit. A quick browse of the childcare section yields dozens and dozens of advertisements from licensed caregivers looking for charges. Care is available in a variety of settings and environments, from home-based care, to a preschool-like setting, to nannies, to simple babysitting. With this variety of settings and a range of prices for everyone, it ought to be easy to find the kind of caregiver you are seeking for your child. Of course, with so many listings in one city, there are bound to be some from sources which are less reputable than others. You have plenty of options, so don't be tempted to automatically go with the first person who returns your phone call or email. Shop around, get plenty of price quotes, and do some research. When it comes to who cares for a child, it is important to be as careful and thorough as possible. San Diego is a great place to live with plenty to do and lots of opportunity for employment. If, after finding one of these opportunities, you need someone to watch after your little ones, a great first step is San Diego Craigslist.